Good morning, everybody, and welcome to day 33 of Across America. Finally, we get back to it. And I am right back where this ended on July 3rd at the Hatchet Campground in Moran Junction, Wyoming. We've got a lot going on today. We've got a little bit of everything. We've got rain, we've got forest fires up in the Wind River mountains here, which we're going to be heading into today. We've got a pretty substantial climb here for about 17 miles coming out of here to get up over Togwotee Pass. And so it's going to be interesting to see how today goes. So right now it's just kind of a light rain. It's just been a light rain off and on. I'm anticipating it won't be too bad, but I've got all the garb on, right down to my blue, not suede shoes, which are the best rain shoes I've ever had. So they'll keep my feet nice and dry today. So we're going to head up to the restaurant up here, grab some breakfast at the lodge, and then we're going to get out here and tackle this pass this morning. So we'll see you out there on the trail. So here we go, rolling out of Hatchet Lodge here after breakfast and going out here to tackle Togwotee Pass. So I'll give you a little peek at the view here as I climb along. Going a couple of miles and not too bad so far. It's hard to believe there's still this smoky smell in the air. I mean, it's not as heavy as it was yesterday, but all this moisture. But I'm going to take more frequent breaks, as is suggested by my physical therapist and neuro doctor that I saw. More breaks and just take my time. And that's what we'll do. So instead of climbing 1,000, I'm going to probably do 500 and take a couple minutes break and then back on it, and probably at 1,000 feet take a little bit more of a break. That's kind of my plan to climb this thing today. So I said I was going to stop every 500 feet climbing this pass, and I blew right through the first 500, and I'm just short of 1,000 feet now. So I wasn't paying attention. I kind of got in a little bit of a zone riding there, and didn't realize I'd come up that high, but it's a pretty steady climb up. And this is where we came from, back down here. Sure, you can hear the rain pattering off my head. It's just a light rain. It's been like this for 2 days now. It started this yesterday afternoon, and it's just pretty much constantly been like this. The real blessing I had this morning was I got out of my tent, and I must have picked the perfect time. Because it had stopped raining. I got out and started packing up, and I was completely packed up before it started raining again. All I had to put on was my rain gear. So that was really a blessing for those of you that camp and have to pack up in the rain, especially when you got to put it on a bike. It can be pretty miserable if you don't have a place where you can get it kind of underneath something, a pavilion or something to do that. And I didn't have that. I was out in the open, so that was a real blessing. Then I rode up to Hatchet Lodge for breakfast, and so we're on our way up the pass now. Like I said, I climbed about 1,000 feet, and I think done about 4 miles, something like that. So I just stopped at the Togwotee Mountain Lodge, had a cup of coffee, filled up my water bottles, and it's 48 degrees up here. I was freezing because I just came down a hill before I climbed up to where the lodge is, and it didn't take long. I got cold on that. As soon as you stop right now, as soon as I stop, I'm cold because I'm sweating underneath this shirt on my shirt from climbing, underneath the rain jacket. The rain jacket doesn't do a good job of blocking the wind, so when you're on the level, and then the other thing is out here in the open, the wind it's not constant, but it's blowing right in my face when it is blowing. So it's the worst thing about this climb right now is just I'm either freezing or I'm overheating. I'm on this kind of flat section before I start the last climb up to the pass, and trying to take advantage of the not raining to get the camera out and film a little bit. And the not climbing. So Pretty nice actually right now. Temperature's up to 50. Wow. I'll take it. Little picture of moi here. Really enjoying this ride today. I love having rain gear on. So this climb's turning out to be a pretty good one. So I've made a couple of changes here. I got my long fingered gloves out drying off now in anticipation of the downhill, the 30-mile downhill I've got after this. It's not all downhill, but I mean it's generally downhill all the way to Du Bois, where we're staying tonight. I got my skull cap out that I started out with this morning, which is soaking wet, not from rain, but from sweat because I had a hat on over it. And then I've taken my rain jacket off with the hope of before I get to climbing real hard for this last push up to the top of Togwotee here, the pass, that I'll dry my shirt out. So here I am, Continental Divide, 9,858 feet. I made it. But here we are at the top of the pass. Took me 2 hours and 57 minutes of riding and about 4 hours to get up here with my stops and everything. So all in all, not too bad. I'm pretty happy with it. And so here we are. Good to be here. So a little bit of freewheeling down the pass here. We'll pay off for the long climb this morning. Got to watch out for livestock on the road. It's open range here. Do not want to hit a big cow. Just let me get a picture here of this beautiful valley off to the right-hand side of the road here. So I just stopped to take my very late lunch break at 4:30 because I'm probably not gonna get to dinner till 9 o'clock tonight. That happens sometimes, but I'm just up here on this little overlook of the Wind River, and just winds around. It's been winding like this for miles, and just a beautiful place to stop. It's like the temperature's back up to 60 degrees. It feels great out again, and so I'm about 15 miles from Du Bois. I am looking at staying at a church there tonight, an Episcopal church that has a community room. And I've tried to call them. I don't have enough cell service up here to get a hold of them, so I am just going to keep trying as I go down the hill here and get closer to town. So we will be heading out of here shortly. I'm coming into Du Bois, kind of in the downtown area of Du Bois here. I'm going to head on over here to the Episcopal church and see if I can get a place to stay. Wrong way. So let's see here. This place was supposed to be Hey, can you tell me where the Episcopal church is? The Episcopal church? Yeah. Yep. The two to the left. This driveway here? Okay. Okay. All righty. Thank you. Okay, I think I found it. So maybe somebody's here. Yes, this is what I'm looking for. I just turned one block too late. Let's see here. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to day 33 of Across America. I'm in Du Bois, Wyoming this morning. Give you a little look at the town here. Heading back towards the west. Last night I stayed here at the St. Thomas Episcopal Church. This is the community room that we stayed in last night. and it's very nicely set up. It's got cots, and I'm not going to. I bothered some backpackers over here earlier with an Instagram update. I'm not going to bother them again. But this is where we slept last night. You just lay cots out in here. They got tables and stuff up. So it was really nice and comfortable in here, and we had a great night. The two people in there packing up, the two hikers are Sky and Sticks. You'd think I would remember that. I think I got her name wrong. Hold on here. Sky High and Sticks. Sky for short, I guess. But anyway, that's where we stayed last night. Today we are headed off to the southeast here, down to Lander, Wyoming, about 73 miles away. So it's a pretty good hike, and I'm getting a bit of a late start. It's 10:30 right now, and I'm just rolling out. But it's mostly downhill, rolling downhill. It's never ever completely downhill out here, but generally speaking. So I should be able to make it down there okay in time to get set up. There's a couple of campgrounds around there. I'm not sure which one I'll stay at yet, but anyway, day 33, and we'll see you out there on the trail today. So here we go, rolling out of Du Bois, past the St. Thomas Community Center. Feeling well rested after my sloggy climb up Togwotee Pass yesterday. Legs are feeling good. Weather's pretty nice right now, forecast to rain, so we got the rain gear very close by back here where I can jump into it quickly. Some beautiful views here of the Wind Mountain Range. Boy, I'll tell you, it's the ever-changing scenery out west. You heard me talk about it before, and it's you never get tired of it. You never get tired of it. It's just something different every day to marvel at. Yeah, I'm loving this. Yeah, the river's starting to come into view down here now. We're going to turn and go more in a easterly direction here now for a bit. We've got a little home down there, and a nice place to live. Be a nice place to live in. And there's the Wind River coming around to meet us again. Don't know the name of it, but it sure looks pretty. Been riding along it here for several miles now. Well, this is pretty sweet right here. Nice little flat section here for a couple of miles. Actually, it's downhill just a little bit, about 1%. I'm cooking along at 22 miles an hour, just with a little bit of assistance. Actually, I got to go up a gear. That's my highest gear there. And I'm still barely working at this. And by the way, that butte back there is that I showed you sitting out there by itself is called Pinnacle Butte. Thank you, Sister Betsy, for looking that up for me, because we talked about that the other night when we were coming up this way when they dropped me off. And we're not too far from where I'm going to cut and go in a more southerly direction. And then I will be on a piece of the road I've never seen before. I've seen this piece twice. Between Du Bois and down here at the cutoff where we turn and go south on Highway 287. And Wyoming just keeps rolling on. That was a little pull there coming off that turn off of Highway 26 there. After going downhill for so long, I had to work a little bit. And we got another big one coming up here. Yeah, the further south or east and southeast you go here, the drier it seems to get. This is Fort Washakie coming up down here in the this valley. To say I'm having fun today would be an understatement. This has just been a gorgeous day. In fact, the last 2 days have just been incredible. Crossing the summit, Togwotee Summit yesterday in the rain, and coming off of that, the night down in Du Bois, and another great ride today. I'm almost 60 miles into a 75-mile day, and it's great. I am so glad I decided to come back out here this year and not put this off for a year. I hope this decision turns out to have been a good one. But if the last 2 days are anything, it has been. And yes, that is a smile on my face. I am loving today. So this is coming into beautiful downtown Lander, heading out to the Sleeping Bear Campground. I couldn't get a hold of anybody out there, but their voicemail said that they're there till 8 o'clock at night, so I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty confident I can get a place out there. It's a Thursday, although it is a holiday weekend. You never coming up, you never know. We'll see. So I'm in the Land City Park is where I'm going to camp tonight. I had to stop at the bike shop. I needed to get some, what do they call it? Saddle sore cream. I don't have any saddle sores, but I'm getting low on it. And I had a little problem with them a few, well, back when I was out here before riding, after doing a couple of mountain passes, I found that kind of riding gives me saddle sores, so I used the cream, and I needed some of that. And I picked up a digital tire pressure gauge there. Somewhere I misplaced the tire gauge I brought with me, and they only had a big gaudy one there, so I just spent the extra money on a digital one because it was small and light. So I got that taken care of. And had a slight problem with a fender rubbing a tire. I don't really know how that happened. I think I must have picked something up on the road that jarred it, and the mechanic there fixed it real quick for me. I was gonna do it out here, but he offered to take care of it, so I just let him. Now I gotta find a spot out here to camp, and it looks like there's all kinds of grassy spots. I would like to find one that's got a picnic table, but I'm thinking that maybe that's not gonna happen. So we'll see. But anyway, this is gonna be the end of day 33 of Across America here in Lander, Wyoming. Good evening, sir. And we will see you out on the trail tomorrow.